Seabridge seems to be selling a lot, and he's talking about the buying and selling of shares by insiders of the company. So you have management that runs these gold mines, and usually these management teams hold stocks of the company itself. You can see that by their filings, how much stock they actually own. And Robin is saying that a lot of these CEOs are starting to sell stock. In general, I wanted to go over what I think about management buying and selling their own company stock. Because we saw a couple weeks ago, I believe, that a company CEO, I think it was the CEO of BlackRock Silver, was buying and selling stock in his own company like 50 times. And a lot of people on Twitter were really talking about that as if it was a really bad thing and as if he was scamming some of his investors. And I don't, generally, I don't really care about the buying and selling of management of their own stock. And let me explain to you why I don't really care. So, first of all, management owning stock is a good thing, right? If a management team owns a big part of their own company, they are very aligned with you as a shareholder, right? So, if the company is doing well, they are doing well financially through their stocks. So, that incentivizes them to do a good job. That's one way to look at it. So, in that lens, it will be bad for a management team to sell their stock because then they're saying they are selling out of the company. And then that raises the question with a lot of investors and a lot of people, should I sell as well? Well, nobody can answer that question for you, really. That really depends on your own belief in a case and in a stock. So the reason that I don't care as much about management teams selling and buying their own stocks is that I think that a lot of these management teams are in this business simply to make a lot of money. And, you got to be honest with yourself at some point, right? You're buying gold stocks, you're buying gold as a way to make money, right? Not a lot of people are in this business purely for the mining aspect of it. A lot of people are in this business because the volatility is really big. And that means that with a small investment, you can make a larger amount of money. That is just the reality of the case. And seeing that a lot of these management teams, in the research that I've done over the past couple of years, a lot of these management teams originate in some way from the capital business, from the money business, right? These people are ex-money managers, have been working in hedge funds, they've worked in banks. There's a lot of CEOs in this business. And I believe that those kind of people generally just want to make money. And, whether they make money by selling stock, buying stock, or by building a mine, I think for them it's all the same. If you believe that these management teams are in this business to make money, then you shouldn't be mad at them when they are trying to make money, right? They just see their stock probably as another investment for them. So with that, I want to say as well that most of these CEOs probably know just as much about the movement of these stocks as you do. So they don't have a crystal ball. They don't know where the gold price is going to go. They don't know where the silver price is going to go. They don't even know where their stock price is going to go. So if, for instance, you are the owner of First Majestic Silver, let's just take that for an example. So let's say you are the owner of First Majestic Silver, you are Keith Neumeyer, and you see your stock performing like this for just about 4 years, right? Of course, you're going to sell some stock when it goes up there. And of course, you are going to rotate that money into something cheaper. That is just simply what a good investor does. So I completely get that move. It probably doesn't even mean that he has any particular opinion about First Majestic Silver. It's just, the stock price has gone up, and at that point you should sell some. 300% more than it was a couple of years ago. Why shouldn't you sell some? Like, I would do the same if I was in their position, honestly. Like, I would also sell some shares. It's a different thing, of course, when, let's say, over this entire period, right? Over this period, it will be a very different thing if a management team was selling stock. It would be different, right? Because those are in down years. Those are not very particularly interesting years in this business. if you're selling stocks at all of these places, then it means you're just taking money out of the company for your own benefit. But if you have held all of these shares through this entire bear market, of course you're going to sell some shares when the price goes up, right? That's just smart investing. Sell, buy cheap, sell expensive. And these people who own these companies, who build these companies, they build them from the ground up. And then, of course, if they are going to get rewarded for that at some point, of course, they are going to take some money off the table. Hey, Kaya, what do you think about Hecla mining? Hecla mining. I think I did a video on that a while ago, but we can look into it today. What is Hecla mining doing? So yeah, with a chart that looks like this, it's kind of the same, right? Let's say you are a major shareholder in Hecla mining, and you have held your shares all the way. Let's say you are an insider since like 2011, 2010. You've had all this pain that you had to endure. Of course, when the stock price goes up like 500% in a year, of course you are going to sell some. Because that's, at the end of the day, what a lot of these CEOs make these mines for. It's to get paid. And then once they are getting paid, like, who are you to tell them that they shouldn't be taking money off the table? Because for all they know, the stock price is just going to go back down instantly. I was friends with a CEO of a pretty small exploration company for a couple of years, and was a really nice man. I talked to him on the phone a bunch of times. He is located in Canada. Company is not all too well known, so even if I said the name, you probably wouldn't recognize it. But he said as well that, during the bear market of 2008 till, or sorry, from 2011 till 2020, this man that ran that company and a lot of this management team as well worked for practically no pay at all. They did it all for free. They were compensated in stock, and they had to give in their salaries because they just couldn't afford payroll otherwise. And he told me a couple times that, listen, if the price of all of these stocks is going to go up in the future, and if the price of gold and silver are going to rise, just bet that I'm going to sell some stock, not because I don't believe in the project, but just because I have, my own needs as well. Like my roof needs to be fixed, my house needs to be fixed, I need a new car at some point. Like there's just expenses that need to be paid. And if your company is small, right, and a lot of these, let's go look at first mining gold, for instance. What is it, $50-60 million market cap? That means that all of the money that you raise is just going to go into corporate expenses. It's very difficult to raise money in a market like this. And that CEO that I was friends with told me that in these times, all of these CEOs and all of these managers, a lot of them just work for free. And they get paid by compensation in stock so that when this stock goes up like that, these people get rewarded for their hard work and for their persistence and for the risk that they've taken. So, of course, you can expect these people who also just want to get paid and want to live a comfortable life where they make a profit. Of course, they are going to be selling. It's pretty obvious, right? But I guess that a lot of people get nervous when they see that, just because they don't understand the story all that well, or they have doubts themselves about the company or the investment that they made. So they see other people selling, and that means that they think that they should be selling too, and that's where the nervousness comes from. I hold BlackRock Silver, right? I own this stock. I own considerably less now than I used to because I have been a net seller in this area. But I know that the CEO of this company has been buying and selling a bunch of his stock and has not been disclosing it. So he's been making some money off of this volatility. That's just something that you gotta live with. That doesn't say anything about the project itself. That doesn't really say anything about the economics of the project. It says something about the management team. And, you can take that into consideration when you're looking at a stock. But knowing that the CEO is selling and buying this stock doesn't nerve me at all, honestly. I still hold BlackRock Silver. I still think it's a very good project. I still think that it's undervalued at this moment, and that's why I own it. And then the CEO can do whatever he wants, honestly, with his shares. That's all up to him.